Let's make America great again. I'm not tired of winning, my friends. Let's make America great again. I'm not tired of winning, my friends.
It's Friday, December the 8th, 2017. Al Franken, boom, another one bites the dust. Al Franken is resigning amid sexual harassment allegations. They keep coming in. The dude is getting knocked out. Now, man, if you had to listen to his stupid ass speech, the voice, his whiny ass nasally voice just pisses me off. I've lost my voice. I got a sore throat. Horrible voice. Now, a couple of things that kicked out on me was how he tried to equate his sexual harassment, where we have photographs, we've got women coming out against him, and where Al Franken has admitted doing what is accused of him, comparing that to, of course, Donald J. Trump's locker room talk on a bus, where he said, "They let you." Now, when someone lets you, as I've said before, that's not assault. That's two consenting adults. And I thought that's what Democrats wanted. Whatever happens between two consenting adults should be totally out of the purview of the government, right? But what has happened is the Democrats, since the so-called war on women was promoted by the Democrats against Republicans, they've tried to weaponize women against Republicans. And now, blowback is a bitch. I think I should write a song about that. Blowback is a bitch. Motherfucker, blowback is a bitch. Huh! That's a good idea. Let me think about that. Anyway, just came to me. This is what happens, people. The creative process. You never know when it's going to boom. It's like from God. From God's mouth to my ear. All right, that's Al Franken. Boom. And also what's important is, as you know, Al Franken was the tie-breaking vote in the Senate that allowed Obamacare to happen. And if anybody who has to actually pay for Obamacare knows, it is a freaking... it's a catastrophe. You know, it's just really not even anecdotal. It is, if you're, let's say you're married, you have two kids, and you're making $50,000, $60,000 a year, you're probably going to pay $2,000 a month and have a $12,000 deductible, which just makes it completely worthless. It's just insane. So this is the douche who only won by like 314 votes in Minnesota to become U.S. Senator. This guy's a comedian. He wrote a couple of stupid books, like joke books. I never read any of them. He never was ever that funny. And somehow he becomes a senatorial candidate and becomes a member of the Senate. Anyhow, he's out. Thank God. Another one bites the dust, okay? Another one, now here on the Republican side, we have Representative Trent Franks from Arizona is resigning amongst sexual harassment charges, okay? Now, whatever. I don't know what the charges are. He's resigning, so it is what it is, okay? What's interesting, and no one seems to be mentioning it, is what up with Luis Gutierrez. Luis Gutierrez, okay? This is I think he's Puerto Rican, but he tries to play like he's Mexican, whatever. He's American, obviously, a congressman from Illinois, one of the most corrupt states in the nation, after the District of Columbia corruption. District of Corruption. Yeah, District of Corruption, D.C. This guy from Illinois, he is 63 years old and says he will not seek re-election. He's been a congressman from Illinois, from the 4th District, for like 14 terms. That's 28 years, dudes. 28 years he's been in Congress. That's too long. This is another reason why we have to have term limits. This guy reminds me of, who does he remind you of? How he's been outspoken, he's been so tough, he's been a little dick. Who does he remind you of? Anthony Weiner. That's right. He reminds you of a Hispanic, if I can use that term, Anthony Weiner. Okay? In terms of his attitude, his belligerence. This guy, I played a video of him before, where when he was a representative in Congress, Anthony Weiner, you know, he just went on this belligerent tear in Congress, on the floor, and it just looked like he just was a douche. This guy, in the same way, this incomprehensible, this illogical, douchey behavior, really all about the politics of division, the politics of special interest, and not about America first. I want some people to look into why this guy is resigning. How many sexual harassment settlements has the U.S. taxpayer paid out on his behalf? Because we know that in the last 10 years, over 200 cases have been settled in the amount of over $15 million. So that's what I'm wondering about. Why would you resign? You're 63. Seems to be healthy. Seems to be just as douchebaggery as ever. Last time I saw him on TV, on fake news, CNN. So that's what's up, people. Friday, I'm gonna have a great weekend. Franken's out. Gutierrez is out. And step by step, people, we are making America great again. I'm not tired of winning, my friends. Are you? Hit me up in the comments below. Let me know what you think. If you know about Gutierrez, if you know something going on, let us know, man, what your suspicions are. Because, what's his name? The longest serving House member is 89 years old. He's resigning. John Conyers, we talked about him earlier. He's finally said that he will resign. Boom, another one out. So, really, this is better than term limits, but it's a little too late. We really need to have term limits for the House and the Senate. My recommendation would be maybe 2, maximum 3 terms in the House. That's 6 years. And then in the Senate, maximum 2 terms, which would be 12 years. Maximum. That's really what we should have. I know President Trump's plate is pretty full, but he did talk about term limits for Congress starting when he did a speech in Gettysburg before the election and draining the swamp. So I know he's got other more important things to deal with, but that definitely has to be something continue to be on the agenda that we get done. Of course, it requires a lot of support from Congress and 32 out of 50 states, something like that, a supermajority, 60%, something like that, to approve it if we're going to make it a constitutional amendment. But definitely has to happen. All right, everybody. Make America great again. I'm not tired of winning, my friends. Remember to always make it happen for the captain, because you're the captain.
Let's make America